Hello Scorpio, this is your December forecast. Also applies if you are Scorpio rising or Scorpio moon. There's a lot happening in the heavens this month, as I'm sure many of you are feeling lots of changes, so let's break it down into bite-sized pieces. For the first few days of the month, we've got Venus and Mars in your 12th house. So you may feel as though you're doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work. A lot of things maybe that are not getting a lot of recognition, but you're beavering away doing things. It's a very, very good time for developing this whole spiritual side. For those of you interested in metaphysics, astrology, numerology, tarot, all of these areas, this is a wonderful time to pursue all of that, especially since Mars is going to be in that 12th house all month. It's quite important, since Mars is your co-ruler, Scorpio, to make sure that you get emotions out. Now, you're not the best sign for releasing emotions as it is, because you kind of quietly simmer there, but while Mars is in that 12th house, it's really important that you're aware of what you're feeling, especially if it's anything that feels like anger or frustration. Yes, maybe you need to do some exercise or something physical, or write things out, just to get emotions out of you while Mars is in that 12th house. One great thing to do while Mars is in the 12th is to do something of service to other people, especially people who are confined, because this is the house of hospitals, of prisons, of laboratories, of things that are done in secret. And you may find out a secret during this time. Something may come to light from your past that you find out about that really has some kind of a healing effect. Now, the good news is that on the 5th of the month, lovely Scorpios, is that Venus, planet of love and money, comes into your sign. So Venus in your sign makes you popular, makes people warm to you, gives you more of a magnetic quality. Not that you haven't got that anyway, but this Venus energy softens things. It means that where feathers have been ruffled, you can calm the waters. It also is a wonderful time to get your hair done, to get some nice clothes, to do something that makes you feel beautiful. Venus is about beauty, and the first house is about you. So really focus on what would make you feel lovely. That's the thing to do with that Venus in the first. We've got a lot going on in your money house this month, lovely Scorps. We've got 3 planets there, Saturn of course there for a couple of years, which is going to enable you to create more structure and stability through hard work in your financial situation. But for the first 10 days of the month, we've got Mercury there and the Sun for the first 3 weeks of the month. So this is shining a light on everything to do with your finances. This would be a good time to do some research into maybe a project, a business project, to find out more about it, to see whether it's a go. It's shining a light on your finances generally, so you might be looking at how you spend money, how you save money, what you do with money. It's a good time to think about ways in which you can save money, but at the same time the Sun is shining a light on you coming up with new and creative ways that you can make extra money and have more abundance in your life. And here's the great aspect that's going on for much of this month, is we've got a trine aspect happening between Uranus and Saturn. Uranus in your 6th and Saturn here in your 2nd. So this could be good news about a job. It could be something you decide, right, hey, I've got my own project, I'm going to be self-employed now. But it's also some potential good news coming for some, like an inspiration of a new idea connected with work. It could be a promotion, it could be moving to another department, it could be moving to another field or an associated field, but certainly there's the potential here, if you'll put your thinking cap on and come up with new strategies and new ideas financially, something can begin to move in that financial area, which for many of you may have felt quite stuck. On the 11th of the month, we have got so on the 10th of the month, Mercury coming into your 3rd house. This is a great time for contracts. signing contracts, signing agreements, getting things signed and sealed and sorted. It's also a wonderful time for networking, for going to networking groups, meeting with people in person, doing short trips, traveling here and there. It's really good and it's busy. You'll be mentally very busy after the 10th of the month. On the 11th of the month, we've got a lovely new moon happening in your second house of money. Opportunity for some new beginnings, Scorpios, new opportunities. Maybe it's a new idea that comes to you, somebody else comes to you with a proposition, but this is an opportunity for like a refresh button to get rid of the things that are not working for you financially and to start to introduce maybe some better habits. Saturn here is all about your habits, how you use your time, how well are you using your time, and how productive are you feeling. But it's a good aspect, that new moon gives you a lot of new opportunities. On the 22nd of the month, we've got the sun coming into this third house. So this is shining a light on friendships. You may be making trips, planning some trips, and it's an excellent time for planning a new course of study. Going on a course of study that could either help you with your business skills, your work situation, but equally doing something that you really enjoy. It's also well aspected for writing and sharing information of any kind, publishing too. On the 25th of the month, we've got a full moon happening here in your 9th house, Scorpio. So a full moon often means a culmination. So maybe you've wanted to go overseas for a while. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. You may be making plans for a big overseas trip. This is a good time for anything connected with any kind of international connection, something where you're connecting with people far and wide. And spiritually, this can be a really wonderful time. It's like your eyes open to something new. You see something that really can be life-changing for you. It's like you see the world in a totally new light and in a more optimistic light. Sometimes Scorpio likes to go to the depths and the dark and the shadow side. And this moon at the top of the chart, especially in the 9th house, will enable you to look at the lighter side of life as well, Scorpio, to bring that into balance. And on the 31st of the month, we've got Venus, planet of money and relationships, going into your 2nd house. This could be some good news financially, something coming through that's like, oh wow, it could be a gift, could be a present, could be a new idea that you've been working on, that you realize maybe it's your own business and you've not been sure that it's going to make money, you've been trying hard. This Venus is like a blessing. It brings something good to you. Only thing to say is watch out, there's a tendency to spend on luxury items when Venus goes into your 2nd house. So just make sure that it's something that you really, really want. So there you have it, my lovely Scorpios. I wish you a great December. Don't forget to watch my 2016-17 forecast for Scorpio. And for those of you that would like a personal reading with me looking in depth at your chart for the next year, please do get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.